Personally, I think that it would hinder social life.
I think it probably helps it because it's a lot easier to get in touch with people because everyone has cell phones.
I think it probably hinders my social life.
It helps in social life.
I believe that technology both helps and hinders my social life.
I definitely think it helps social life.
Absolutely helps it.
I think it helps my social life because, I mean, things like Facebook events and stuff, it always lets you know who's having a party and when.
I think people spend too much time worrying about Facebook. What does this person think of a picture comment? If this person's poking me or whatever. It's a lot of nonsense, and I think that this day and age, it's more about how many friends do I have, what basically makes up one's social status, instead of, going out, socializing, meeting new people, interacting in real life, instead of hearing a click and I got a new Facebook, I am.
You kind of lose that physical connection with, talking to people, and actually seeing people more often.
Things like the internet, I've been able to stay connected with people since, I've known since elementary school, whereas my parents barely know anybody from then, so, yeah.
It's not like person to person, it's not just like, you know what I mean?
You'll text someone to catch up that you haven't spoken to in a while, but instead of calling them and actually being able to have a real conversation.
It's gotta be Facebook.
Cell phone rules by far the worst.
I would say my cell phone rules probably my everyday life the most.
Cell phone number one, computer number two.
Cell phones and computers run everyday life, and Facebook is the worst because it distracts everyone from everything.
Probably my phone, my computer, those kind of the access to the internet controls my life.
The worst is probably my cell phone because I always have it with me.
This right here, always have my laptop and my iPod, always.
Definitely my cell phone. I'm always texting. I always get in trouble for always texting and always being on my phone, so that's definitely the worst, and it definitely rules my life the most.
I'd say the cell phone, computer, and the internet rule my life.
Facebook's good and it's bad. I mean, you get to catch up with your friends. You get to meet some cool new people, but at the same time, as I said before, it really hinders a lot of interaction.
I'm always checking it. It's my watch, text messages, everything, phone calls.
When I leave the house or when I'm doing something, I always feel like I have to have my cell phone with me, and if I don't, I feel like I am missing something, or I can't get in contact with anyone, and that's an uneasy feeling.
I have an iPhone, so I use it all the time, and when it's not in my pocket, if I'm charging or something like that, I always forget that I'm charging it and go look for it. I find it's not in my pocket, so it's really, I use it a lot.
Well, it depends on the scenario, but usually text, I guess, call, maybe.
I would probably text him.
I'd say at first it's probably on Facebook.
Text message. I think I'd text her before anything.
I think it's most comfortable to just be yourself, just talk to them like you would talk to anybody else.
In person first, then text messages, then Facebook.
Probably text messaging mostly, and then Facebook.
I don't know. I don't usually approach guys. I usually wait for them to approach me, and I'm usually kind of mean to them.
None. I don't do any of that. I just either wait for her to text me, or if I get her number, I wait for her to call me. I don't pursue it.
Well, since I'm too lazy to talk to girls in person, I'd rather just text.
I mean, I think Facebook would be a little stalkerish, because I don't know if I would know her last name the first time I meet her or whatever. So maybe I'd just, I don't know, start talking to her.
Probably just calling them or talk to them in person.
That's the easiest non-confrontational way of trying to talk to someone.
At first I think it's more comfortable to talk to somebody on Facebook, and then I guess through text messaging, I'd say.
You have time to think about what you want to say, and you can edit it.
Text messaging, you kind of have time to formulate your answers almost. Phone calls kind of put you on the spot.
I think you don't really get across everything you want to say through a text message, and sometimes things can turn out a little weird.
Maybe in another world, if we didn't have all this, maybe it'd be different. But I think it probably enhances your social life.
I think it's hard to say, but maybe just less social because, I mean, I've just become so accustomed to it that I don't know how to change if things were different, but...
You'd probably be more social without the technology because then you don't have like the crutch of Facebook. You'd have to go out there and talk on your own to people.
I think people would have to be more social without technology because you'd have to talk face to face. With all the technology, you could just talk to people on the phone.
Probably less social because technology has just made everybody in contact with everybody at all times. So
I don't know, I guess I'd probably be more social because it'd like force me to go out of my way to talk to people face to face instead of everyone kind of relies on technology to make plans, but if there wasn't any, then you would have to make plans. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think everyone would be less social to a certain degree. I mean, it's easy when there's a wall behind two different people. It's a lot easier to say what you feel when you don't see the actual person in front of you. But I mean, in terms of making it's not as good as an interaction when there's a curtain between the two of you. I think it helps and it hurts. I mean, I know that there's a huge like dating industry now, online dating industry. You got like Match.com, and I think these are good ways for people who may be a little more socially awkward, or just some people who have tried the whole dating scene that have failed, you know, to have a new venue. But I mean, I think it's good for people who are socially awkward. It's another way to meet new people. But I mean, for people who want to be more outgoing, more sociable, I think it hinders because it's a wall between two people.
I think it gives them a means of escape because, like when people are trying to talk to someone, they'll use like technology to like hide the actual like confrontation you have with people when you want to approach them. So people that are socially awkward, it's easy for them to like type something out or like write something out on their phone than like actually talk to someone.
I think it gives them kind of a means of escape because it's so much easier to text someone and say everything that's on your mind than to have to confront someone to their face and say it.
I think it helps people that are socially awkward because they probably wouldn't have a chance if they went out and tried to talk to someone face to face. But at the same time, it is a crutch because, like, if you are socially awkward, the only way to become less socially awkward is by talking to someone face to face.
I think it could be a little bit of both. Like, I think some socially awkward people who want to be less socially awkward will use it to their advantage, like use Facebook or texting or whatever to become more social. But for people that want to hide, it's an easy way to do it too.